Recently, I heard someone say that a lot of people have a poverty addiction. That was an interesting thought to me, and it rang true in my head, and so it made me pay attention. It feels as real and acts like any other addiction. An alcoholic just cannot control themselves from drinking too much alcohol. They think they can, and the cycle starts. Embarrassment, abuse, apologies, promises, deals, anger, rebellion, more drinking, more abuse, less self-worth, etc. A terrible cycle that is hard to get out of. The poverty addict goes through the same cycle, and they sometimes justify and feel self-righteous and won't admit to the problem. Addicts will constantly procrastinate. They'll change things tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. The poverty addict spends a lot of time and energy to prevent themselves from changing and from breaking the habit. Just like an alcoholic, they have all sorts of reasons to deny their addiction and find people to blame. If you were nicer to me, if someone would just take care of me. The poverty addict blames and points fingers at other people for their conditions and releases all their responsibility. The poverty addict won't break the patterns, and they care more about what other poverty friends think than breaking their self-defeating cycle. The poverty addict, when they hear that money likes speed, decides to do things slowly instead of doing it now. But here's the great news. Just like an alcoholic who hits bottom, a poverty addict can choose to change. It takes just one small decision and then another one day at a time, to change bad habits, to do things the way non-addicts do them, to decide to break the habit of being an addict. It's not a lack of opportunity. It can be as simple as not doing the things that are causing you to be broke and poor. You need to make choices. You need to choose to act. You need to choose to act fast. And then it's daily choices to not do the thing an addict does. It's more comfortable for you and for everyone around you. It produces good things. It improves your life and can be more helpful to others. But it takes you being honest with yourself, because like any drug addict, the poverty addict may not know they have an addiction. Consider this video your intervention. If you are watching this, you might have been called by some higher power to hear this message. The hardest part of all of this is recognizing it within yourself, and then is helping other people out of it too. It's easier to see it in others, and that's why I made this video. I made this video for myself. For myself. There are things that I know I have been doing through a poverty addiction lens. The entire reason I started learning about business and reading books and watching videos and trying everything is because I was taught to do the exact opposite. I was taught to hem and haw and try to save and to try to get around everything that had to do with money. Walk 5 miles to save $3, but then spend $5 on water and food because I was exhausted from walking. Well, what were they supposed to do? I walked 5 miles. That's broke thinking. Trying to make money by not spending any, by not trusting anybody, by not buying anything, by not being a sucker, by looking for the catch to everything. It was all wrong. All of that is exactly what kept me from learning. That is what most of us miss, that the way we see the world of money is wrong, and that's why we stay broke and addicted to poverty. Now, this isn't wrong as in amoral. Money is neither good or bad, but it was wrong as in thinking the world is flat. There are people who still think that. They are wrong. They are addicted to being right, but they are wrong. Even as I'm saying these words, some part of me is fighting it. The addict in me wants to be right. I can quit at any time. It's not really a problem. People with money are evil, and I'm a good person. All of those thoughts are wrong. But the addict is addicted to them. But the sober person, the one who breaks out and chooses the new path, sees through a new lens. The person who is climbing out chooses something else. They decide quickly. They trust and learn. They invest and lose, and learn and invest again and lose less, then learn and invest again and start winning. Then winning becomes a habit because you lose the fear of losing. You first have to lose the fear of losing. Choose to win. Decide and choose to win. So, if you've watched all the way here, then you're ready to give up the pain and misery of the poverty addiction, and you've said, yes, I'm going to choose this now. Click below to finally start your real journey. It will cost money, and yes, this video is meant to sell you something. That's how we make money, by selling solutions to people who want them. We sell the antidote to your poverty addiction. So, click below and get started now. Or don't. But know that you have been told, and from this moment forward, every excuse to stay addicted to your situation is just another excuse. No one is doing it to you, and no one has tricked you. It's all you. Are you ready to climb out? Then click below. I'll see you on the other side.